Careful. He ain't gonna be. That's not going to come out. Let's see what happens to Mary. He might say it. I don't even know. I've never heard that.
His speech is so good. like helped me.
Oh my goodness, we changed the day and look what happened. We practiced it, I promise you. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025, give them a round of applause. Welcome to our 92nd commencement ceremony at Brentwood High School. And as we practice, and at this time I'd like to ask everybody to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. This evening, I'd like to ask Senior Drum Major of the Brentwood Spartan Marching Band, Quinn McCormick. Please stand up, Quinn. Give him a round of applause. It is our tradition at outdoor ceremonies that we do have the live band with us, and Quinn would have provided the opportunity to direct both the Star Spangled Banner and the Alma Mater. But given the changes that needed to take place for today's ceremony, we were not able to have the live band with us. I did want to take a moment to publicly recognize Quinn for his contributions to the music program and his dedication to the Brentwood Spartan Marching Band over his time at Brentwood High School. So Quinn, on behalf of the school district, thank you for Dr. Birch, members of the board of directors, faculty, staff, parents, loved ones, and most importantly, the class of 2007. It's my honor to be here today. My name is Jason Alex. I am the principal of Brentwood High School, and it's my honor to welcome all of you to this very special occasion. Brentwood High School is a diverse and vibrant community, and the class of 2025 reflects this beautifully. One of the remarkable features about this class is the number of students who are either bilingual or multilingual. Language instruction has always been a long part of our curriculum, and the broad range of languages that we have in this class is truly exceptional. Today, we celebrate that richness with a group of students who will now welcome you in the languages that represent the voices and the heritage of our shared community. I'm going to ask those students to please come up. For a welcome in Arabic, Shireen Juma.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صباح الخير أيها السيدات والسادة، الضيوف الكرام، أعضاء هيئة التدريس ودفعة 2025. باسم ثانوية برنتوود يسعدني ويشرفني أن أرحب بكم أجمل ترحيب. ونحن نجتمع اليوم للاحتفال بهذه المناسبة المفعمة بالفخر والإنجاز. اسمي شيرين هيثم جمعة وأنا من العراق، وإنه لشرف عظيم أن أرحب بجميع العائلات الكريمة التي تتكلم اللغة العربية. ودمتم في رعاية الله وحفظه، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
All right, next, in Arabic, but a different dialect, Chel Noy.
السلام عليكم لكل العائلة والأخوات العربية هناك. أهلا وسهلا معكم ونقول لكم مرحبا. أنا اسمي أشيل جون ماركونوي. أنا أصلي من جوبا، السودان، وأنا رايح بريء زول البونس العربي. إن شاء الله إذا ما بعرفه لكن أنا بقول لك إذا ما وشكرا جيتا تستقبلي معنا برنوود. شكرا عليكم.
يعني يمين صار هذا يوفق ما كتامو كاري أبلغ.
For Spanish vote, Saul Devon Landverde.
Buenos días, damas y caballeros, estimados invitados, facultad y la generación de 2025. En nombre de la Escuela Secundaria de Perú, les doy una cálida bienvenida a todos ustedes, reunidos para celebrar esta sesión tan importante. Mi nombre es Saúl Alexander Juan Álvarez, soy de origen guatemalteco. Es un honor dar la bienvenida a todas las familias que hablan español. Su presencia esta noche, esta mañana, nos recuerda que la poesía y nuestra diversidad. Y nuestro compromiso compartido con los espíritus de todos. Muchas gracias por haber venido.
Also in Spanish, Carlos Duran Mora.
Buenos días, damas y caballeros y estimados invitados, profesores de la Comisión 2025. En el nombre de la secundaria de Record, me gustaría darles una bienvenida a ustedes mientras nos reunimos en esta casa tan importante. Mi nombre es Carlos Durán y soy originario de Costa Rica. Es un honor darle la bienvenida a todas las familias que hablan español. Su presencia aquí nos recuerda nuestra fuerza que radica en la diversidad y compromiso compartido en el éxito de nuestros estudiantes. Muchas gracias.
Final welcome, Javier Pawande, representing the language of Dari.
عصر بخیر خانمان آقایان مهمانان گرامی و اساتید و دانشجویان 2025 از طرف لیسه عالی برینگوت مایلم به همه شما که برای جشن گرفتن به این مناسبت مهم گرده هم آمده‌ایم خوش آمد گویم. نام من جاویر اصالتا از افغانستان می باشم. باعث افتخار است که همه خانواده‌هایی که اینجا بر زبان فارسی صحبت میکنند استقبال نمایم. حضور شما در این شب در این روز با ما یادآوری میکند که قدرت ما در تنوع و تعهد مشترک ما با موفقیت دانش آموزان می باشد. تشکر.
Please let's give these students a round of applause for On behalf of the Brentwood Borough School District, it's truly a pleasure to welcome all of you here this evening to celebrate the class of 2025. And as we say in Pittsburgh, I'm glad Jens are here. So as with any great production, today's ceremony reflects the behind-the-scenes efforts of many dedicated individuals. I would like to recognize those folks now, and please ask that you hold your applause until I'm finished. We had volunteer students who gave their time today to come up on Saturday and pass out programs. I want to thank them. Max Brown, who is live streaming the event. Link is on the website if you have family members that need that. Klein Flower Shop, Benek Sound Production, Spellman Photography, the Brentwood Borough Police Department, Dr. Amy Birch, Mrs. Jennifer Torra, Mrs. Linda Capozzoli, Mrs. Kay Klein, Mrs. Tina Dowell, Mrs. Kimberly Zaya, Mr. Ben Miller, Mr. Jeffrey George, Officer Jeremy Bogdansky, Mr. Ted Armour, Mr. David Radcliffe, Mr. Joe Schuley, Mrs. Melissa Fulmer, Mr. Nick Nider, Mr. Steve Foreman, and Mr. Scott Gindelsberger. I want to thank all of them for their efforts on behalf of the class of 2025, especially our maintenance crew who was out here in the rain this morning and putting up with our on-again, off-again schedule. Appreciate their efforts, but I want to thank all of them for today's production of the commencement ceremony and all the work that they did. Thank you. We have come to the conclusion of another school year, and this ceremony marks the end of a journey and the beginning of new opportunities and endeavors for these students. Author and poet Rainer Reed Rauke wrote, "The only journey is the one within." And as we gather today to honor the conclusion of high school for these students, we also mark the beginning of each graduate's personal journey. The road ahead brings challenges and change, but also tremendous opportunities of discovery, growth, and purpose. The class of 2025 has already shown the courage to adapt, the heart to endure, and the determination to keep moving forward. These qualities, earned and tested, will be the compass that navigates through the journey ahead. And we also realize the vital role and the love and support that brought the students to this moment today. And I would like to ask the parents and the guardians of the class of 2025 if you would please stand and be recognized. We certainly thank you for your support. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's a ceremony that symbolizes the transition of adolescence to adulthood. And I ask that as we celebrate, we respect each other and each other's families, so that each family can hear their child's name heard during their moment of recognition. I ask that we celebrate joyfully, but also that we celebrate courteously. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce our first student speaker. She has been accepted to Kennesaw State University, where she majored in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the Brentwood High School class of 2025, Miss Amira Smith.
Good morning, everyone. Classmates, faculty, coaches, friends, and parents, and welcome to the commencement of the graduating class of 2025. My name is Amira Smith, and I am beyond honored to stand in front of you this morning as the class of 2025's senior class president. First, I want to welcome the class of 2025 and congratulate us on making it here today. On behalf of my peers, I want to thank you all for being in attendance and for everything that you've done for us. Today, we come together to celebrate the journey and mark the end of an unforgettable chapter in our lives. As I stand here filled with pride and excitement for our future, I also feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude, not just for the diploma that we are receiving today, but for the people who have helped us carry through every chapter of our lives so far. Parents and guardians, you've been our first teachers, our biggest supporters, and at times, the only people who believed in us when we did not believe in ourselves. You stayed up late helping us with projects, reminded us of our work after a bad test, cheered us on from the sidelines, and sat through more school events than you probably ever imagined. And through it all, you never gave up on us. To my mom specifically, you have shown me the true meaning of what it means to be a perfect parent. As a single mom, you stepped into the roles of both parents with strength, grace, and unwavering love. As you guided me through these past 18 years, I don't think you realized that the person I want to be most is you. You always look at me and say, I thank God for blessing me with you. And that simple statement has given me tremendous motivation. Because of you, every day, I live on purpose with a purpose. I'm a walking image of the adversity that you have faced, but also proof that you don't need a traditional life to become an honorable person. I am forever indebted to you because you raised me with your discipline, your respect, and your resilience. I thank you, Mom, for everything. You are truly my greatest inspiration. Tonight, I would like to take this opportunity to reflect on our past, celebrate our present, and look forward to our future as Brentwood High School graduates. Our time at Brentwood has given us a token to honor as we continue to grow into adulthood. We have learned valuable lessons from this environment, and I want everyone to continue to be proud of themselves. It doesn't matter that as you sit here, you aren't wearing honors cords or an NHS collar. Those are just tangible things. You are sitting here in your blue and gold cap and gown, anticipating the next step, the receipt of your diploma. As we stand here today, it's impossible not to look back at the path that led us to this moment. The past 4 years have been filled with growth, challenges, lots of laughter, and unforgettable memories. We remember the first days of high school, walking through those halls unsure of what was ahead. We think of the moments that tested us, the people who supported us, and the milestones that shaped us. Each experience, whether joyful or difficult, taught us something valuable and helped us become who we are today. The past isn't just behind us, it's the foundation we now stand on as we prepare for what's next. Today is a celebration, not just of our achievements, but of the journey that brought us here. It's a moment to honor the early mornings filled with determination and the challenges we overcame together. We celebrate the friendships we've made, the lessons we've learned, and the growth we've experienced. This is our time to recognize how far we've come and to take pride in every step that led us to this day. Amid this celebration, I don't want us to lose sight of reality. The truth is, life is hard and the world is imperfect. As we embark upon the next chapter of our lives, we will soon realize that not everything goes according to our plans. There will be moments filled with dejection and despair, and if we are not careful, those moments will consume us. I ask you all to not lose sight of the greatness that is ahead. You can have a bad moment, but don't let that moment bleed into a bad day. Said by Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown. We have a lot of power over ourselves, and giving our energy to one bad moment exhausts our mental states, which can lead to deeper problems down the line. So, try and find your positive outlet, because as you grow, you'll be hit with more negativity. But remember, you are the only obstacle in your journey, and one bad moment does not define the outcome of your story. One of the best lyricists of my generation, J. Cole, once said, "There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours." And that couldn't be more accurate. A lot of us look at others' lives and say, "I wish I had what they had," but we don't take a moment to appreciate what we do have. With that, I want to say, your life is what you make it, and your ability to be bold in your world will always allow you to be successful. And success isn't just the tangible things in life. It's the growth you experience, the resilience you build, and the peace you feel knowing you're staying true to yourself. So, to the class of 2025, I challenge you to be bold. Be bold in your dreams, be bold in your kindness, and be bold in your belief that you have the utmost control over every aspect of your life. Whether your next step is college, the workforce, the military, or taking time to discover your path, know that your story is just beginning, and the ball is now in your court. Keep lifting each other up, keep walking with a purpose, and never stop growing. We are not just the future, we are the present, and the world needs our voices, our passion, and our light. Congratulations to the class of 2025, we did it. And for the last time, Spartan Country, let's ride. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be attending the University of Notre Dame, where he plans to major in finance. Please welcome Valedictorian of the class of 2025, Mr. Joseph Clem.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. In remembrance of D-Day, which would have been the day I was giving this speech if it wasn't for the unfortunate weather, thank you to our veterans for their service. For years, I dreamt of this moment and imagined what I would say. I would always think that I'm not going to be one of those guys who stands up there and thanks everyone for what they did, because that always makes for a boring speech. But now that I'm actually up here standing in front of you all, I can't imagine not recognizing the people who helped me get here. First, I want to thank my parents, Ron and Sue, for everything. Thank you for the trips all over the country to colleges I didn't even know I wanted to go to. Thank you for the frequent and not so gentle reminders to stay on top of my schoolwork. And thank you for the unconditional love and support you've had all the time. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. Another thank you to my Aunt Lainey, who's probably crying in the bleachers right now, for always being in my corner and never letting me forget how proud she is of me. To my teachers, thank you. Whether I needed extra help with an assignment or just someone to talk to, you were always there for me. To Dr. Alexa, thank you for the countless hours spent on the phone with my father to keep me on the right track for college. And thank you for making sure everything here always runs smoothly. A special thank you goes out to Mr. Vaquero for fostering an incredible 4 years on the golf team. We may have been section champs this year, but even the years we were section chumps, through thick and thin, we always had a great time. The memories we made will last long past our time at Brentwood. But you weren't just a golf coach to me. You're someone I could share a laugh with or consolidate in through tough times. Having you as not only a coach, but also a role model has shaped the young man I have become and who I will be. To my friends, thank you for being there when I needed support and for all the memories we've made along the way. Playing volleyball with Antonio in the O'Reilly's parking lot, the late night building my fire pit with Elliot, or the legendary Target trip with Aiden, as well as many more memories just like those that shaped my experience here at Brentwood. You guys have made the past 4 years great, and I speak for everyone when I say school wouldn't be the same without our closest friends along with us. And finally, I want to thank everyone who told me I couldn't. The ones who said I wouldn't make it or that I wasn't enough. They helped too. Every time someone doubted me, they lit a fire deep down. And the you cans turned into watch me's. I don't think I'd be at the podium right now if it wasn't for that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this to brag or rub anything in. I'm saying it to remind you that doubt, criticism, and setbacks are part of the process. Everyone here, graduates, parents, teachers, administrators, even the younger siblings who do anything to be on the couch right now, will be told the phrase, you can at some point. But even the best have heard it. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He went on to win 6 championships and was voted MVP 5 times. Tom Brady, he was 7th on the quarterback depth chart at Michigan. He went on to have the most Super Bowl wins of any NFL player ever. Stephen Curry was told that he was too injury prone, too small, too weak, and that he'd never make it in the NBA. He was also voted the only unanimous league MVP ever. These athletes have gone on to become legends. And that didn't happen because they were the most naturally gifted. They became great because they believed. They believed in themselves, especially when nobody else would. And you can become great too. You don't have to believe the doubt or the criticism. Believe in yourself instead. Believe that you're capable, believe that you're strong, and believe that you can. To the class of 2025, we've already come so far. We've juggled work, sports, school, and so much more. But this is only the beginning. We can do anything, now let's go prove it. Thank you.
Our next student speaker will attend the University of Pittsburgh, majoring in mechanical engineering. Please welcome the Salutatorian of the class of 2025, Mr. Brett Barker.
Salutatorientations, everyone. Anyone expect me to be up here? Because I sure didn't. I don't actually even know how to spell salutatorian. I'm joking because it's right here on the paper, so I can spell it out if you want it. But all bad jokes aside, good evening to the audience, to our distinguished teachers, our relieved parents, our very bored siblings, Tyler, and of course my fellow 2025 graduates. I would like to thank my parents and my family for their constant love and support for anything I choose to do or want to become. Thank you to my teachers and mentors, and a special shout out to Miss Anderson and Mr. Sedler, their guidance which I will carry with me throughout my whole life. And thank you to my friends and classmates for their support and the fun we've all shared. Graduates, winners. 60 students graduating with honors. Winners. The football, golf, boys basketball, girls basketball, and softball teams all made playoffs this year. Winners. The seniors in the Meet Me in St. Louis this year were all amazing. The senior members of the band and cheerleading squad showed great support for our teams all year long. Our class president, Amira, and all our student officers who planned a whole lot for us. Congratulations to Jill, our valedictorian. Congratulations to my fellow salutatorian, Billy Foley. And I did do some winning of my own this year. Salutatorian, as you can probably tell by my really bad joke, which was a little unexpected. An MVP award for soccer, which meant a lot to me because it's definitely been the most fun and most impactful sport experience I've had here. Shout out Coach Dad. Started in basketball as a power forward, somehow. 11th all-time for the 1 and 2 mile for track. Prom King, also known as the coolest kid in school award. And having the shortest and least savvy speech of the day. You're welcome. The point is, Brentwood 2025 class are going out as winners tonight. All of us, everybody. Looking back at high school as I leave behind and move on to new beginnings and follow my passion for engineering at Pitt, I've learned a lot about who I am, who other people are, and what life is like. Despite being voted least changed by my peers, I have changed. I am no longer afraid of challenge, no longer afraid of change, and no longer afraid of life. In tough times, do not search for a light to follow, to lead you. Become that light which leads to victory, to triumph. victory lies. My final message to my fellow graduates: being great is not easy. If it were easy, anybody could do it. If you're not anybody, go for your dreams. Believe in yourself, succeed, and then go out and make it happen. Thank you.
Brett. And our final student speaker today has been accepted to Carnegie Mellon University, where she will major in mechanical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Amelia Foley, the salutatorian.
I dwell in possibility. Emily Dickinson's words perfectly capture this moment before us, do they not? Parents, teachers, students, I ask you this. What do you see when you look at the class of 2025? A diverse community, a reflection of humanity, a rebellious, stuck-up group of teens. While these may be correct, I see things a bit differently. I see curiosity and apprehension twisted into my classmates' faces. They're sucked into a whirlwind of possibility. What now? You, the student, are no longer defined by your high school status. Whether that be an athlete, a mathlete, a musician, or a finance bro, it's time to leave the constraints of your high school behind and embrace new possibilities. Humans make 35,000 conscious decisions every single day. That's one every 2.5 seconds. So if you zoned out and come back already, congrats, you made 15. These decisions wire our brains to be predisposed to pattern recognition. The complexity of life is overwhelming, and following patterns makes it predictable. Yet, we find ourselves breaking the pattern that we followed our entire lives. It's only human to feel scared in the face of change. But that doesn't make change bad. It is through change that possibility flourishes. We move forward, we grow, and we thrive with change. Without it, we stay in stagnation, facing boredom, a consequence of our indecision. Change is the sunlight to a blooming flower. We must have the courage to create and embrace change, to allow its possibilities to grow within us. Now, recently, my life has been nothing but change. I've traveled from Singapore to Las Vegas, sharing the knowledge that Brentwood High School has given me through the competition called Formula 1 in Schools. I've become the leader of the first all-female team to be national champions. And it is not without the people that have given me the courage to create change myself. To Mr. Sedler and Mrs. Anderson, thank you. To my mom, my dad, and my sister, who I dedicate this speech to, thank you. To all my friends and family in the audience tonight, thank you. You are the reason that I embrace change with confidence. Now to everyone that sits before me, take a moment to appreciate the work that has led you here. Feel the possibilities buzz within your fingertips. Allow your nerves to shift into excitement. We are the now. And as Emily Dickinson once wrote, forever is composed of nows. This instant is comprised of both our lived experience and our potential future. What we do from here on out is dependent on the continuous flow of our present moments. Now, if you're to take away one thing from this speech, let it be this. Become aware of every present moment. For it is not malice, but ignorance that is the deadliest foe of human progress. My name is Amelia Foley. And for the final time, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Take a moment to give all of our speakers one round of applause. Not everybody enjoys public speaking. I have like a sick fascination with it. I kind of like doing this, but I'm sure as 18-year-olds who are graduating high school and in a stadium full of people, it's not necessarily the probably nerve-wracking thing for them, but they did an excellent job. And we thank you all for your words of encouragement and welcoming of the class. At this point, it is my honor to introduce the Superintendent of the Brentwood Borough School District, Dr. Amy Birch.
Good morning. Today, we gathered to celebrate a moment that marks the end of one chapter and the exciting start of another one. Take a moment to look around. These people are our community. And it takes a community of people working together to foster successful graduates. There is no one that takes that role more seriously than Dr. Alexa. This man has not slept peacefully since last Monday and can tell you the name of every meteorologist in the Pittsburgh area. Without his leadership and his ability to oversee the process, we wouldn't be here this morning. Dr. Alexa, I want to personally thank you for your willingness to go above and beyond for our students. Dr. Alexa knows, though, that we can't do it on our own. We have an army of people that work alongside of us, and we're extremely grateful to have such a robust group of people. While many people claim to have the best team, we know for certain that here in Brentwood, we have the best team because of their individual talents and strengths. So thank you for what each of you bring to the table to make our students successful. Now, class of 2025. You are a class that has not been just defined by grades and achievement, but by character. You are a class that has been known to be friendly, for greeting each other in the hallways, for smiling and sitting next to someone who has been alone, and for including others, especially when it hasn't been easy to do so. This class exudes respect. Even when we had to change the date, I respectfully received emails that asked us to reconsider. And those emails were powerful. You did it in a manner in which opened our eyes to be able to reconsider. So thank you for that. And perhaps most powerfully, this is a class that is supportive, lifting one another up, cheering each other on, and never letting anyone feel like they're alone to handle something. Whether it's a tough test, a personal challenge, or just a bad day, this class has showed up for each other, and that's something worth honoring. These aren't just traits that made our school community better, they're traits that our world deeply needs. In a time when division speaks louder than unity, being friendly, being polite, and being supportive is the kind of quiet strength that each of you have. As you move forward to new schools, new jobs, or wherever life happens to take you, carry these qualities with you. Be the kind of people who, when you walk into the room, lift others up, make people seen, and choose empathy over indifference. You don't need to have it all figured out right now, because none of us really do. But if you keep showing up with kindness, with humility, and with heart, you've already started on the right path. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've shown the kind of character that makes the future feel bright. Now go and share it with the world, because you are exactly what the world needs. Honor of being able to recognize our scholarship awardees. So ladies and gentlemen, when I call your name, will you please stand and remain standing until all of the awardees have been recognized? And we'll save our applause till the end, because this is quite an impressive list. So sit back and get comfortable. Abe Barker, George Radosevich Scholar Athlete Award, Stephen Krause Memorial Scholarship to Westminster, Merit Award, Westminster College. Brett Barker, Dominic Henry Memorial Scholarship. Ted Award, Thomas P. Camper Memorial Scholarship. The Western Pennsylvania Golf Association Scholarship, University of Pittsburgh. Owen Beck, Brentwood Duke's Leon Markwood Aid to Education Award. James Joyce Library Scholarship, Duquesne University. Forrest Betts, Brentwood Business Owners Association Scholarship, Duquesne University. Paige Fay, George Radosevich Scholar Athlete Award, Athletic Scholarship, University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. Jacob Bonner, number 1, Cochran Continuing the Drive Scholarship, Rosedale Technical College. Jane Brickner, Brentwood High School Hall of Fame Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Corinne Covey, Edward S. Hodge Memorial Spectroscopy Society Scholarship, Pleasant Hills Rotary Interact Club. Brentwood Lions Scholarship, the Rudy and Pat Halen Memorial Scholarship, University of Pittsburgh. Elliot Kramer, Brentwood High School Alumni Association Scholarship, Brentwood High School Hall of Fame Scholarship, Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. Colin Ensweiler, Merit Award, Carlow University. Amelia Foley, Dominic Henry Memorial Scholarship, Moore Elementary PTA Scholarship, Tony and Mary Accomando Memorial Scholarship, Brentwood Baldwin Whitehall Chamber of Commerce Educational Award, Society of Women Engineers Award, Brentwood Borough Council Give Back Fund Award, Women at Microsoft Scholarship, Carnegie Mellon University. Jolena Gassa, Sprout Center for Emotional Growth and Development Scholarship, University of Pittsburgh. Mackenzie Huber, Health Careers Club My Talent Scholarship, First Commonwealth Bank Scholarship, Merit Award, Duquesne University. Joseph Glenn, Tony and Mary Accomando Memorial Scholarship, Notre Dame Club of Pittsburgh Scholarship, University of Notre Dame. Addison Coker, Brentwood High School Musical Scholarship, Robert Hartman Jr. Memorial Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Tristan Clifford, Elroy Elementary PTA Scholarship, Kent State University. Quinn McCormick, Pennsylvania State Merit Award, Performing Arts Scholarship, Merit Award, Rochester Institute of Technology. Darnita Milner, Brian Lyden Memorial Scholarship, Edward Waters University. Karina File, GBU Foundation Community Educational Grant, President's Achievement Award, Honors of Distinction Award, the Gold Flash Scholarship, Kent State University. Max Rock, Robert Hartner Jr. Memorial Scholarship, Community College of Allegheny County. Amira Smith, Brentwood Historical Society Helen Owens Memorial Scholarship, Kennesaw State University. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these students a round of applause.
Dr. Birch, thank you for your kind words. If anybody's bored after the ceremony, I can explain the effects of barometric pressure on a scattered storm front and the effects of sunset with heat and humidity and how it's unpredictable where the storms may show up whenever they will. If you're interested, I did learn that this week. But thank you for the kind words. Mr. Gary Topolosky is a true student, or a true servant leader and a friend of the Brentwood Borough School District and Brentwood community. Mr. Topolosky was elected to the School Board of Directors in 2007, and in December he will conclude 18 years of voluntary service to the school district. He and his wife Megan have made their home in Brentwood. Their daughter Elizabeth is a 2010 alumna. And Mr. Topolosky has volunteered his time to other communities as well as the Brentwood community. He has served as a 5th grade Sunday school teacher at Zion Lutheran in Brentwood. He served as a former councilman at the Delmont Borough in Westmoreland County. Mr. Topolosky has played a vital role as a board member through multiple contract negotiations with the Brentwood Education Association as well as the Brentwood Support Personnel Association. He is a member of the Health and Safety and Transportation Committee. He is a member of the Building, Grounds, Renovation and Construction Committee and the chairperson of the Personnel Committee as well as the chairperson of the Negotiations Committee. He has served the school board as a representative of the South Hills Area School District Association. In his real life outside of volunteering, he is a professional attorney. He has served as legal counsel for Alcoa and has been a patent attorney for 36 plus years, in which he opened his own practice in 2005. He has always been a donor and supporter of the Brentwood High School athletic boosters, and his presence and his contributions to the board of directors are greatly appreciated, and they will also be greatly missed at the end of his term in December. He is a true champion for the Brentwood Borough School District. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Gary Topolosky.
I gotta say these for posterity. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, friends, neighbors, and strangers. You know who you are. Don't need to raise your hand. Welcome to the 96th commencement of the Brentwood High School graduation. Also welcome to Superintendent Dr. Birch, my fellow school directors, administrators, faculty, support staff. We are here tonight, super replace. We are here this morning to celebrate the imminent transition of 90 young adults from high school seniors to Spartan alumni. Kids guys, class of 25 in that. Don't want to be a jag-off, so I'll turn off my Pittsburghese translator before the closed captioning kicks on. I'm also fluent in German Shepherd. At May's board meeting, President Kircher asked if I would like to say a few words at this year's commencement, my last as a member of the school board. I'm retiring at the end of November, as Dr. Alexa said, after 18 years on the board. 18 years, which means I've joined the school board the year most of you guys were born. I am so old. So in essence, this is my swan song. If I had a number 88 jersey, it could be my Lynn swan song. If I was wearing a tutu, don't envision that, it could be a Swan Lake song. If I drove a truck around with frozen dinners and desserts, a Schwan song. Some jokes we tell just for ourselves. President Kircher offers his congratulations and his apologies for missing this year's graduation, his first miss in 20 years. Something about his daughter having a baby this weekend, blah, blah, blah. Seriously, for just such a second, I'm going to be serious. Congratulations, Pat Kircher. Now back to the show. I had two main goals serving on school board. First, I never wanted to lose an election to undecided. I succeeded. However, one year there were 3 write-ins for anybody but Gary. Second, there was one perk that I wanted to take advantage of. No, it's not the fact that Lily, our cafeteria lady, feeds us once a month. While my taste buds are grateful, my waistline, not so much. Really, as a director, I got to hand my daughter Elizabeth her diploma upon graduating in June 2010, 15 years ago. Oh my gosh. A little aside, I'm a weeper. Heck, I even tear up at a good Subaru commercial. So knowing that I might embarrass myself with her diploma handoff, Elizabeth began repeatedly whispering on her walk over to me, "Dead baby ducks." It worked. Here's a verdict. That's, my friends, how we roll in the Topolowski household. My family moved to Brentwood in August 2006 from Brownsville, Virginia, the Krause house. You know, Brentwood, OOD, our town motto, sooner or later we all go to Slater's. Before anyone takes offense, please, good luck trying to find a good rhyme with Catco. We had a large cement head planter on our front porch, 80 pounds, not kidding. While I was attending a church youth function one weekend, the planter was lifted, aka taken, from the front porch. I had to go to the borough building the next Monday to report that someone stole my big head. Then we laughed. Now, a few years back, when the race and parade were canceled due to COVID, I decided to place a single, honorary parade folding chair on my front sidewalk. My joke, if you will. The next morning it was gone. Somebody stole my joke. Then there was the one year that during the 5K race, the husband walked the whole race with his recently disabled wife. All the way down and all the way back Brownsville Road. When they returned to the finish line, the crowds lining both sides applauded their finish. The parade did not start until they were done. That's when Brentwood stole my heart. Speaking of the race, we live at the front and end, the start and finish line. And I gotta tell you, 12 years back, there was a runner who was a real-life Sasquatch. So hairy, they didn't give him a bit to wear, they just shaved his number on his back here. So if you're here this evening, sir, I apologize for making a joke at your expense, but for goodness sake, please keep your shirt on. Graduates, this is a town to be very proud of, very, very proud of. Why, even last year and now this year, Dr. Alexa introduced speakers to offer a graduation welcome in different languages. Something to be very proud of for our newly arriving residents. But you know, commencement addresses are supposed to be inspirational. So part one, when I was young, my dad once told me that he missed a home run by an inch. I asked, "You mean the ball hit the top of the wall by 1 inch down?" He said, "No, the pitch missed my bat by an inch." Dad had an interesting spin also on healthcare in the 1970s. He'd said to me over and over again, If you fall down and break both your legs, don't come running to me. My dad was highly inspirational. 50 years ago, wow, 50 years, dang old. He was first teaching me how to drive. After I learned how to transmission in his Plymouth, not kidding, Dad was showing me how to parallel park. When we got out of the car, following our graded attempts, and I was a good 12, 15 inches away from the curb, Dad said to me, "That's okay, we'll walk the rest." Now's the time for my first PowerPoint slide. Sorry, I just wanted to see if anybody would turn around. I don't really have a PowerPoint slide. But it's the graduate speech life lesson number 1. The lesson, like my dad, always keep your sense of humor. If you don't have one, buy one. eBay sells everything. Speaking of humor, one of my proudest moments when I was on the school board these last 18 years, we just had one recently where the world-renowned F1 racing team was readying for their competition in the UAE capital city of Abu Dhabi. To show our support and solidarity, I suggested to the board all the team get similar matching helmets. Sorry, matching, there it is, hairstyles. Better joke that way. That would be forever known as the Abu Dhabi Dukes. You still can't get them at Borders or Great Clips though, so it's a false dream there. Every year on school board, the president would ask us all for a motion to approve the cafeteria contract for the supply of milk products. Every year I quickly replied, so moved. Life lesson number 2. I'm not going to do the road very soon. Try as we might, we can't stop time, or even slow it down. Time waits for no one. So class of 2025 graduates, please return your seat backs to an upright position and lock your tray tables in place. You're in for a really fun ride. I wanted to give some time advice for others, like the time exhibit A. Parents, sometime this weekend, go back to your collection. Find the DVD of your loved one's kindergarten graduation, 2013. The teacher said, "Welcome to the future class of 2025. It seems so far away back then." Then we all blinked, and whoop, it is. Ta-da! Now let's fast forward 25. Right tunnel is still coaching the Steelers. Cars will still back up to on 51 for the Bethany Bradford. And you guys have just come back for your 25th reunion, where you learned that one classmate just finalized his second divorce, and so-and-so just welcomed her third grandchild. You're sitting in the stadium stands, it's not raining, and you're waiting for the 2050 graduation of your son or daughter. On that evening, or morning the day after, I guarantee that you will glow with pride, just like your loved ones are doing out there today. Graduates, other words of wisdom for you. Don't fret if your glasses are half full or half empty, so long as you can clearly see through them, said my friend the optometrist. Also, don't monopolize conversations like I'm doing right now. Sometimes just pass go and collect $200. If you reach a point in your life where you don't have a clue, always go with the fallback. Colonel Mustard for the library, the candle thing. My shop teacher had some words of wisdom for me way back when. He would tell me 5 times, don't pick up a running lawnmower. Another visual. Also, words of wisdom as you go forward in the workplace. Don't wear a breathe-right strip on your job interview. I'll never make that mistake again. What does it mean to be a Spartan, guys? Online definition says, and Spartan is somebody who is embodying the characteristics of ancient Sparta. Strict self-discipline, austerity, frugality, bravery, but focused on duty and service to the state. But they don't know his Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth. Right now, bask in the glow of the moment. To paraphrase a great worldly philosopher, Homer Simpson, this isn't just the best day of your life, it's the best day of your life so far. So with my last graduation message slide on the screen, make the best of your future endeavors. Going forward, aim high, very, very high. Should you miss the curve just by a little bit, that's okay. We'll walk the race, right, Dad? It's been my pleasure and honor serving the school board these past 18 years. Thank you again, Bramley, and go Spartans.
much, Mr. Topolowski. Dr. Birch, Mr. Topolowski, as principal of Brentwood High School, I'm honored to present the students seated before you as the Brentwood High School class of 2025. I hereby certify that they have met the requirements set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Brentwood Borough School District and are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin diploma distribution. President of the class of 2025, Amira Lola Smith. Valedictorian of the class of 2025, Joseph Curran Clown. Salutatorian of the class of 2025, Brett Daniel Barker. Salutatorian of the class of 2025 and Secretary of the class of 2025, Amelia Jane Foley. Vice President of the class of 2025, Shayla Elizabeth Luch. Treasurer of the class of 2025, Elliot John Kramer. Senior class steering committee member, Mara Christine Bender. Senior class steering committee member, Sar La F. Senior class steering committee member, Marie Priscilla Henry. Senior class steering committee member, Mackenzie Lynn Huber. Senior class steering committee member, Addison Lorraine Coker. Senior class steering committee member, Madison Nicole Kuklinski. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these graduates another round of applause. Senior class steering committee member, Tristan Faith Lippert. Senior class steering committee member, Quinn Wolfgang McCormick. Senior class steering committee member, Karina Elizabeth File. Senior class steering committee member, Jessica Yee. Aiden James Barker. Heath Daniel Barreline. Jonathan Joseph Beagle. Bess. Dakota Madison Billy. Paige Bain. Jacob Tyler Bonner. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for this great draft. Jaden Trent Brickner. McKenna Booker. Kalia Isabella Johnson Burrell. Logan Michael Butler. Michael Paul Thorin Byers. Michael Patrick Casada. Elizabeth Teresa Chichak. Aaron J. Cohen. Mark Wilson Cornman. Corinne Elizabeth Covey. Saul Alexander Dubon Landeverde. Carlos Andreas Duran Mora. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for these. Adriana Christine Eagle. Colin Nathaniel Ensweiler. Daniel John Flanagan. Kara Marie Fleener. Melvin Antonio Flores Abrego. Evan Chester William Ford. Jesus Alejandro Garcia Angola. Brianna Goldman. Selena Sophia Dawson. Eric Jonathan Gift. Sonia Garung. Braden Michael Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. Lucas Chambers Hammond. Ryan Edward Handlovich. Christian Hernandez Palma. Cody Michael Jablonski. Nathan James Jasensky. Isaac William Johnson. Shireen Hatham Juma. Viviana S. Mowell. Fatu Mendy. Darnika Lashina Milliner. Isaiah Mitchell Miller. Wyatt Garrett Mulholland. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for this group. Marco Noy. Abazar Pawande. Bakhtwar Pawande. Jaber Pawande. Giovanni Joseph Peterson. Ashton Alexander Pettit. Orlando P. Ramos Calderon. Nicholas Allen Robert. Max Ronald Brock. I promised I would pause so that everybody there, because I didn't know the airport rerouted flights today for us. So sorry. Colton Jamison Rosen. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for this. Sarah Nicole Shrubin. Maximus Anthony Schwer. Amir Spencer. Jeremy Paul Steele. Bailey Rose Thompson. Corey Richard Topping. Tate A. Vance. Zachary Thomas Vickless. Benjamin R. Wadding. Alexis Catherine Wardzinski. Antonio Martez Christopher Weir. Najee Lynn Wellens Fitzgerald. Olivia Catherine Witt. Timothy Burton Wolf. Donato Dante Zara II. Ladies and gentlemen, another round to this row. Now, we're not calling any names, so I don't care how long, how loud, or whatever you need to do to get it out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025. At this time, I'd like to ask a member of the class of 2025, Zachary Pickles, to please stand up. This is a surprise. The Brentwood Borough School District was founded in 1916, not opening the actual high school until 1932. But since the district's inception, and this is a pretty amazing fact, an immediate family member of the Pickles family has been enrolled in the Brentwood Borough School District. Zach marks the 33rd Pickles to come through Brentwood High School. Therefore, when we start our next school year, it will be the first time in 109 years that a Pickles family member is not enrolled in the school district. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the Pickles family for, one, choosing to make their home in Brentwood, running their businesses in Brentwood, and sending their children to the school district in Brentwood. Thank you so much for your dedication to our schools and our communities, and I'm not sure that that record may be beat anytime soon. Congratulations. At this time, I'm asking everybody, please rise for the play of the Alma Mater. would now like to ask the Class President Mayor Smith to return to the podium for the ceremonial turning of the tassel.
All right, class of 2025. The moment has come. No more due dates, no more smart passes, because what was that? And no more asking permission to use the bathrooms. It's a done deal. We survived. So now grab your tassels and turn them from the right to the left. Tassels from your hat, so when you throw them, it doesn't smack somebody in the face. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Tristan. Okay. Now, on the count of 3, throw those hats. 1, 2, 3.